Hi, my name is Mackenzie Caswell and I'm currently a junior here at ASU and I'm majoring in health education and health promotion. So for this program plan, I decided to create a program that would help stop the spread of the Zika virus at the University of Southern Florida. And I decided to create this program in order to help women in their childbearing years at the University of Southern Florida to help learn to participate in behaviors that will help prevent them from contracting the virus. I decided to choose the University of Southern Florida because Florida currently is the state with the highest prevalence of Zika out of all the United States. And I decided to do women in their childbearing years because not only can Zika be transmitted through mosquito bite, but it can also be transmitted through sexual contact, and then it can also be transmitted from mother to fetus. And that transmission to the fetus can cause major birth defects, including microcephaly. So we will be offering these women at the University of Southern Florida the Swat Away Zika program, which will help teach them these behaviors through several interventions. So the first intervention is to provide the program participants with Zika prevention kits that include condoms, mosquito repellent, and pamphlets. And so we'll be giving them mosquito repellent because obviously it's transmitted through mosquito bites, and condoms because it can be transmitted through sexual contact, and the condoms can also be used as contraception so that the woman doesn't become pregnant and thus transmit the virus to her child. And then we will include information pamphlets because some people won't have time to attend our educational seminar that we'll be hosting, or they might not be in a classroom where we do a classroom flyby. So for this intervention, we'll be doing activities such as passing out 500 Zika prevention kits on campus, and we'll also be passing out Zika prevention kits after we do these classroom flybys, where a volunteer just comes in and briefs the class like in a large lecture hall at the end of their class, like the last 5 minutes, and just briefs them about Zika so they're aware. And we also will be placing these Zika prevention kits at the Student Health Center by the check-in counter, so people can just go in and grab them, or grab them when they're checking in or out of the health center. Our second intervention will be providing knowledge and awareness about the Zika virus and the skills to help prevent contracting the virus. We'll be doing these through activities such as hosting an educational session in a classroom on campus, and this workshop will discuss how to correctly use a condom and most effectively use mosquito repellent, such as how often you would need to apply it and when. We will also be doing the classroom flybys in the large lecture halls, which will be able to educate a large group of people in a short amount of time. And we will also be hosting our Zika prevention seminar on campus, and this will be a longer session, and it will inform the students about the side effects of contracting the Zika virus and the effects it can have on a fetus and so forth. Our final intervention strategy is providing program participants with health communication materials on the Zika virus. So we'll be doing this by placing 1,000 Zika virus awareness flags around campus. Those are just the little flags that are stuck into the grass. You've probably seen them around ASU. And we'll also be distributing 1,000 pamphlets outside their student union, again, for the people that didn't have time to go to the seminar or are not in a large lecture hall where we decided to send a volunteer to do a classroom flyby. And we'll also be distributing and posting flyers around campus that will include information about attending the Zika prevention seminar. So for this large seminar, we're aiming to have it be around 60 minutes, and it will just be called the Zika Prevention Educational Session for the SWAT Away Zika program. And again, our priority population is women in their childbearing years at the University of Southern Florida. So we want a lot of women to attend so they are informed, and also males so they can inform the women in their life about it. So we'll start out with just a health educator to give a brief PowerPoint presentation about the virus, the history, how it's spread, and stuff like that. And then we'll have a guest speaker who will be from the CDC. It will be an epidemiologist who will be able to tell the audience about the prevalence and incidence of the Zika virus in Florida, and as well as the prevalence in other states and countries. We wanted to do this because a good prevention strategy for the Zika virus is to not travel to places that have high prevalence, especially if you're pregnant or trying to get pregnant. You want to avoid certain areas. And then our second guest speaker will be a mother who had the Zika virus when she was pregnant and now has a child with microcephaly. And we wanted her to just tell the story about how she contracted it and when she found out and what it's like raising a child with those birth defects. Our final guest speaker will be just a nurse from their on-campus health center, and she will be talking about how to properly use a condom, as well as how to properly use different contraceptions for women, such as birth control. And she will also, again, go over how to most efficiently use mosquito repellent, such as how often to put it on, when you need to put it on, all that kind of stuff. And then the health educator will close the session and pass out the Zika prevention kits to all the participants. So this program is aimed to overcome the cost. It would cost people to buy condoms and buy mosquito repellent, and it will also save them the time that it would take to research all this information on their own, because it'll just be told to them, or they could read the basics on a pamphlet. And this program is aimed for the participants to learn how to prevent contracting Zika, not only through mosquito bites, but also through sexual contact, and they'll learn how to prevent transmitting Zika from mother to fetus, and kind of how to deal with it if they ever did. And this program will provide the participants with help protecting their individual health, because even if you do contract Zika, if you're a male who doesn't have chances of transmitting it to a fetus, you still have a lot of side effects, such as a fever, a rash, joint pain, and red eyes. And this program won't cost the participants any money, but overall, for our program budget, we have it budgeted at about $32,000 for the overall cost of getting the guest speakers and renting the rooms and buying all the flags and posters and condoms and mosquito repellent. So we want the priority population to find out about this program through the flyers that we're going to be that will be posted around the school. It'll be posted in bathroom stalls, and also posters will be posted on doors going into major areas in the school, such as doors leading into the student union. And our overarching goal for this program is to help stop the spread of the Zika virus. Specifically, we want people to learn how to participate in behaviors that will help prevent them from contracting the disease. And some of our short-term goals are having more people use contraception. We want more people to use mosquito repellent, and we want people that are trying to get pregnant to maybe put it off until the Zika prevalence has gone down. And we also want people to just learn to not travel to the areas where the prevalence of Zika is very high. If you have any questions or comments, you can leave them down below for me.